Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to my channel, Tarot by Bronx. This is Tarot Talk. These are Tarot Things, and I'm your host, Boogie now, Bronx. And I'm here to take care of the Aries. Aries, if you're new to the channel, welcome. This reading can resonate for you if you have Aries as a sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. So Aries, I'm in my room. I'm not at the desk that I'm at sometimes, so you are going to see particles flying, cat hair flying, everything flying. All right, so just bear with me as I record from this location. All right, Aries, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Let's see what y'all need to surrender. Let's get 2 cards, please, for Aries for June. What does Aries need to surrender? All right, boom, bap. We got surrender stubbornness, and we got surrender unhealthy relationships. If you could see that. I know it's kind of sunny. So these cards fell out together, actually. So surrender unhealthy relationships. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including, but not limited to, unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. So Aries, there might be some stubbornness going on in regards to holding on to people who are not the best for you. It is time to do some reevaluating of your relationships. Which ones are healthy, which ones are not healthy anymore. You have surrender stubbornness. If you are tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with yourself and with others. All right, so it is time to surrender stubbornness and surrender unhealthy relationships. These 2 things are being targeted. I just saw like siblings. So maybe you have an unhealthy relationship with your siblings, and that's what you have to work on surrendering. Interesting. All right, Aries, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Let's see what signs you guys are going to be getting in June. Aries, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. What signs will Aries be receiving in June? Aries. Whoa, that's too many cards. Hold on, y'all. What signs will Aries, sun, moon, rising, and Venus be receiving in June? Whoa. All right. All right, so the first card, which is interesting because y'all are the ram. You have horns here, horns, dominance. And Aries, you know, your sign, your animal is the ram. And so this kind of looks like a ram. So asserting your dominance where it's needed, maybe in June, or maybe needing to hold back your dominance in some way, taking a more submissive role. I don't know, it might be different from one person to the next, but horns are significant. Something in regards to your dominance is going to be playing a part in June. And then you have names, energy alignment. So you're going to also be seeing names. And if you see my nail, it just broke a few minutes ago. So anyway, that was just a side note. But yeah, names are going to be significant for you as well in June. So if you are seeing specific names in your dreams, or you just keep seeing a name over and over, maybe somebody that you care for, it means that you and this person are energetically connected, or you're thinking about each other, or they're thinking about you, rather. Okay. All right. So now, Aries, let's get started. We're going to do my new type of spread that I've been talking about, even though you can't really see it down here, but I'll tell you and I'll show you what comes up. So Aries, my new spreads that I've been doing in all of my videos have been like, first card is the overall energy for June. Second card is the biggest obstacle. Third card is the solution to said obstacle. Fourth card is what's hidden, and then what's revealed, and then the advice. All right, so overall energy came out. All right, 4 wands. What's the biggest challenge or obstacle for Aries in June, please? What is the biggest challenge or obstacle for Aries, sun, moon, rising, and Venus in June? All right, definitely some stubbornness here. What's the solution? Knight of Pentacles in reverse. What's the solution for Aries? 2 of Swords. All right. And what is hidden from Aries and what will be revealed? Okay. So Aries, I'll get to that in a second. All right. So your overall energy right now is the Four of Wands upright. If you can see that. Four of Wands upright. So for June, you're thinking about your overall stability, or this is what you're wanting. Either you're in this place right now where things are very stable for you, or that's what you just want to focus on. You just want to focus on feeling stable, secure in your household, or secure in your relationships with the Four of Wands. Or some of you could be just getting into a relationship, or you're celebrating something. But yeah, I feel like this overall energy for y'all is you want to celebrate stability. Really, foundations are important to y'all right now. If you don't have a stable foundation in something that you've been wanting one in, I do feel like this is where your focus is for the month of June. The number 4 might be significant for you too. For others of you, you might be in union or coming into union with someone with this Four of Wands, because sometimes the Four of Wands represents union, 1111. So your biggest challenge, your biggest obstacle for June is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So I am sensing that there's some procrastination going on here, Aries. I was trying to see if that card was here. No, it's not here. So Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You are in this period of either not feeling like you want to move forward in something in your life, or you're just having a hard time figuring out the details of something. So this could be getting very, very caught up on details, so much so that you are becoming stagnant. You're not moving forward. You're either not moving at all, or you're going backwards in some way with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So be careful of getting too hung up on details that you don't keep moving, like you stop moving altogether on your projects or on your hobbies, your ideas. But the Knight of Pentacles in reverse is also very stubborn. So if there is something that you're wanting, maybe you have to try to look at things from a different perspective, or to take an alternative approach to your situation or to your problem. Okay. Now you have the Two of Swords upright. The Two of Swords upright for your solution. So I do want to clarify that card with my other deck here. Let's see what that says. Sorry. I know it's dusty. All right, let's see. Two of Swords as your advice. The solution to the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Tell me about the Two of Swords, please, for Aries. Tell me about the Two of Swords for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for their advice. Two of Swords for Aries. The Tower. You and Cancer, man, y'all get the Tower often. All right, tell me more about the Tower for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And there's the Chariot in reverse. All right. This is interesting. All right, so I feel like Aries, it's one of those things where it's like the calm before the storm. So before you can make a drastic decision with the Two of Swords, here you should take some time out to really contemplate, to sit on your decision a while longer. All right, with the Two of Swords here. Before you can have this Tower moment, or before you can make this change. Now, for some of you, there's a major change that is needed in your life, or there's something that needs to break down so that it can be rebuilt, if that makes sense. So this could be you needing to completely break down a relationship so that you can have this. Ace of Wands came out with the Tower. So with the Tower, first things come down, and then with the Ace of Wands, things are rebuilt back up. Okay. So for some of you, needing to really figure out, sit with yourself on what you want to do first. Because if you are really struggling with making a decision or moving forward with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse and the Two of Swords, maybe you need to, take a time out, take yourself out of a situation to try to see it from a different perspective before you actually make a decision with this. Okay. Some of you guys, this is a decision in regards to a Gemini or relationship here. And then you have the Chariot in reverse, something that's at a halt. So I'm going to come back to that, and I want to look at this Nine of Swords for what's hidden from you. The Nine of Swords for what's hidden from you, Aries. The Nine of Swords in reverse, actually. Some of you might have some repressed anxiety or repressed emotions, or there is going to be some messages that are coming up in your dreams. So pay attention to your dreams, especially if you are having nightmares right now. There's a message in that nightmare for you, I feel like, or there's a reason why you keep having these recurring dreams, or whether they're bad dreams or they're good dreams, but there's something that you are going to notice, I feel like, when you're sleeping, for what's hidden from you. So I'm sensing also with this Nine of Swords in reverse, there's some type of underlying fear, if you're aware of it or not, but it is going to come to the surface at some point. And then you have the Five of Swords for what's hidden from you. All right, so with the Five of Swords, I feel like that Aries might be, it feels like a betrayal, kind of. But I want to look at that real quick, because I don't want to jump the gun and say that it's a betrayal, and it might not be. All right, why is the Five of Swords here for Aries, for what's going to be revealed in June? Why is the Five of Swords going to be revealed to Aries in June? Okay. So you have the Five of Swords clarified by the Strength card. Some of you might be dealing with a Leo here, but I do feel like you are going to see, this is either where you've been holding back towards somebody here, or where somebody's been holding back towards you. This could be like somebody holding back their emotions towards you, or there's some type of ego issues where you want to express something but you're holding back, or you're waiting on somebody to open up to you but they're holding back as well. And then you have the Death card in reverse here. So this is also kind of like that stubborn energy, but this is being resistant to change. So it is likely for some of you Aries that you have somebody coming back from your past as well, because you have the Six of Cups in reverse. So Aries, I feel like in June, if this has not happened yet, this doesn't have to be in June, but this could be end of June or going into April. I mean, not April, going into July. So it feels like somebody from your past is coming back for what's been revealed. It feels like if you fell out with somebody, or there was some ego issues here, or somebody was holding back before, I do feel like that's going to come up. Okay, whether this is like you start thinking about that situation again and you weren't thinking about it before. But to me, it just feels like with this Five of Swords that you and somebody had a falling out of some kind. Could have been from the past. This could have been recent as well, but y'all fell out. It was like one of those falling outs where it wasn't like an argument. It was just like you both stopped talking, or one person stopped talking, like as a silent treatment type of thing, or like as a punishment, and then nobody ever won. That's what I'm getting here with this Strength card here. Or it's like you're waiting for somebody to open up to you, and they're waiting for you to open up to them, and so it's like nothing can be resolved, or it's like the connection that you have here is on standstill because nobody wants to speak up first, if that makes sense, or nobody wants to like come forward first and say, okay, I'm sorry, or I was wrong. So if this is you and somebody are like going back and forth in this cycle where it's like, oh, I spoke to them first last time, or they need to speak to me first, or they need to apologize to me first. That's the energy that I'm feeling here. But it is somebody that you care for, or it is somebody that's from your past. But I just feel like a lot of contemplating about this connection with the Two of Pentacles upright. It's like up and down. It's like, should I say something? Should I not? So That's the overall energy here for you, Aries. I'm feeling something that you're being stubborn in regards to, or somebody else is being stubborn in regards to, is preventing growth from happening. It's preventing healing and full transformation in June. All right. So let's look at the advice for you, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's the overall advice for Aries, please? Whoa. In June. Hold on, Aries. What's the advice for Aries in June, please? Oh, Queen of Swords. What's the overall advice for Aries in June? Clarify the okay, so your advice is to use logic. Queen of Swords upright, and then the Two of Cups in reverse here. So even though you and somebody might have had these ego issues here in the past, or it's either like y'all had this thing where it was like a runner and chaser thing. So you could have been chasing somebody, Aries, and it's like you constantly, or they make you feel bad all the time, like when they walk away, and so you feel like you have to chase them down every time. But Two of Cups in reverse as advice. This advises you to step away from that. Step away from that energy of trying to get somebody to love you, or to be vulnerable with you, or to open up with you. That's what I'm feeling here with the Two of Cups in reverse. And then the Queen of Swords upright is to use logic. It's to cut out the bullshit. Cut out anything that is not working for you. Cut out anything that's not serving you. All right. What did it say in the beginning? Surrender unhealthy relationships here, especially if you're giving too much. The Empress in reverse. The Empress in reverse sometimes can be smothering. So if this is your energy, you may have to fall back a little bit. Let up on a connection. Nurture yourself instead. Okay, that's your overall advice. Disconnecting from relationships that are one-sided, so to speak. Using your head instead of your heart. Or using your head instead of your other head. All right. Okay. All right, Aries, let's go into your love. Even though that kind of was love. Let's look at love. Love, love, love. All right, let's look at single Aries, past, present, future, and then past, present, future for Aries who are dealing with somebody or people. Past, present, future for single Aries, please. Whoa, that's too much now. Past, present, future for single Aries. Past, present, future for single Aries. Oh, single Aries. All right, now let's do past, present, future for Aries who are dealing with somebody. So you guys have the King of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Hermit. Past, present, future for single Aries. Ooh, Aries who are dealing with somebody. Present. Aries who are dealing with someone now. Wow. So, is your love life okay? Okay. So past for single Aries, you had the King of Pentacles upright. So in the past, you could have been dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn, or you were just very much so focused on building your own stability, building money before you got into anything serious. Or you were, you could have been connecting with somebody who had the qualities of the King of Pentacles upright, very caring, nurturing, secure person. But I feel like things were good in the past for you, especially when it came to money. So even though this is love, but still, this could have been you maybe feeling safe and secure financially, and you were ready to give that to a relationship. But now you're in this Page of Wands in reverse. So if you are thinking about love right now, some of y'all might not feel like you're ready for a relationship here. Or with this Page of Wands in reverse, somebody might not be ready to come to talk to you or to come towards you if you are thinking about somebody else and you are single. But I feel like this is you. So either you feel like you're ready, but when the experience comes up, it's going to show that, oh, maybe I wasn't that ready as I thought I was for a relationship. Or this is what you're saying right now. You're just like, I'm not ready for anything serious, or I'm not ready to settle down. Page of Wands in reverse. And then you have the Hermit for future single Aries placements. Could be dealing with a Virgo, but I feel like this is just you continuing to do more soul searching, continuing to go within, continuing to do your own thing, be solo dolo, just rock it out by yourself and dive deeper into your spirituality. That's kind of what I'm feeling here for single Aries. All right. So now Aries who are dealing with somebody in the past, there could have either been a betrayal or a ending of a cycle or a backstabbing or something like that when it came to you and a person here with a 10 of Swords upright for those of you dealing with someone. Or you got in a relationship right after you got out of something very painful, or that's how you and somebody else connected, was through this pain. You know, they might have helped pull you out of this place that was very low vibrational, very hurtful, painful here. But I just feel like you've been through a lot in your past, or you and somebody have just been through it. Y'all have been through it. Like, y'all are one of those couples or one of those relationships that's like, we've been through everything together. That's what I feel like this is for y'all. Now, for those of you who are dealing with somebody, you have the High Priestess upright in the present. So this could be that you and this person are kind of either not on speaking terms, or you're just kind of icing each other out or giving each other the cold shoulder, or there's just been more silence than usual, I feel like, or there's something hidden from you right now with the High Priestess upright. There's something hidden from you in this relationship. For your future, you have the Four of Swords in reverse and the Three of Swords in reverse. So if you do still have some type of pain from your past or pain in regards to this relationship, I do feel like you're going to start to heal or continue to heal and continue to get over this pain. But I do feel like the restlessness is going to either continue, or you are going to be more restless when it comes to this connection for some reason. All right. So yeah, that's what I have here for Aries who are dealing with someone here and who are single. Both of those look interesting. Let's look at y'all's advice before we go into the romance oracle. Your love advice overall for June. I feel like I need to sneeze. What's the overall love advice for Aries for June, please? Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. The World card in reverse. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Whoa. Three of Cups in reverse. Okay. Well, let me clarify that Three of Cups in reverse. Why is the Three of Cups in reverse here for Aries advice for love? I feel like okay. All right, Aries. So I feel like it's time to close up those cycles that you have not closed up here with the World card in reverse. Or it's time to be... Now, when I say be a little more picky, take that with a grain of salt, okay? Because I was talking about stubbornness and y'all letting up on that stubbornness in the beginning. But you have here, for your love advice, you have the Four of Cups upright. Now, I can see this in two ways for you, Aries. So either you are an Aries right now that you're kind of settling into a connection that you don't really want to be in, so to speak. This could be a third party connection, like you're just okay with being here in the third party, or you know that there's another person involved in the situation and you're just still staying in it, even though that's not what you want. So if you've already tried to be assertive in that way and it's still not changing, then you need to push that cup away. You need to be like, you know what, I'm good on that. All right, Three of Cups in reverse. Get out of things you don't want, or don't be afraid to say, no, I don't want that. Okay, there'll be something else better for you. But you have the World card in reverse here, which shows that you need to make sure that if you are trying to manifest new love, or you are trying to manifest something new, you need to close up old cycles. Close the door. That means make some room, close the door on exes and stuff that you don't want anymore. You know how people just have all these connections that they're entertaining, like, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you want something serious, you gotta, you know, you gotta make some room for it. You can't be like, oh well, I'm gonna just stay here, keep this and this and this going just in case. It don't work like that most of the time, Aries. Okay, so yeah, close up old cycles is what I'm feeling like. Be direct. Stick to what you do want. Or this card, Four of Cups upright, can sometimes mean be more open, be more receptive. It can go either way. Okay, so now let's look at your romance oracle. We're gonna do 4 cards each and see what you got in here. All right, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please, for June. What we got for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for June? Okay. We got heart-to-heart conversations. We got romantic feelings. We got soulmate. And we got getting to know each other. Okay, now let's look at this other deck. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please. Play more for Aries. Whoa, hold on now. Aries for June. Children. Okay, that wants to come out. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for June. Unavailable. Uh-oh. Awakening. Denial. All right, here's the thing, Aries. Integrity. Does this situation align with your values and morals? Well, does it? All right, this is what I'm feeling here, Aries. I feel like what y'all got going on right now is that there's this person, right? And for most of you, it's a soulmate connection. Yes, this is your soulmate. Or there's somebody that you really, 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 really care deeply for. You really love this person. You know, this is like your person here. However, despite the romantic feelings that you feel for this person, I do feel like the connection that you have here is unhealthy to a certain degree, but you're not willing to really let up on it, if that makes sense. You're being stubborn. You're holding on to that connection with your life. And it's gotten to a point that it's unhealthy because you have unavailable. This person is unable to give you all that you deserve. And I feel like you're not ready to accept that, or you don't want to see that. Denial. Detach with love to clearly see the truth. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable. Unavailable. Somebody is not fully available to you. Somebody's not fully available to give you everything that you deserve. Despite if they're a soulmate connection or not, it's time to Queen of Swords, like I said, for your advice. You need to detach. Use your logical mind. Get out of your emotions for a second so you can see what's really going on here. That this person is not able to fully focus on you, is not able to fully open up to you or commit to you, whatever the case may be. You have children. Children are important to this connection. This could be someone who you have kids with, or I feel like this is a connection that is really triggering some inner child issues here, especially if you're looking for validation in this connection. Could be triggering some codependency or something like that. You have awakening. Both people in this connection are undergoing a spiritual transformation. So I feel like this connection was it could be either meant to bring children into this world, meant to awaken you in some way, or awaken somebody else. But I do feel like overall your Aries, your reading was about somebody here that you're kind of sticking around for, wanting their attention, wanting to be with them, but they're not available. And it's time to detach and try to accept that. Okay, so you're allowing yourself to take certain treatment from this person, and then you have heart-to-heart conversations and getting to know each other. So I feel like, well, yes, you might really open up to this person or talk to this person, or slowly but surely they do reveal some of themselves to you. I still don't feel like somebody that you're connecting with is fully available to you on some level to support you in the way that you want. So it's time to disconnect from that connection. Okay, that's all I got for you, Aries. Thank you, guys. I'm going to finish the rest of this up on my Patreon. If this reading resonated for you, let me know down in the comments down below. I am at Tarot by Bronx and everything.